Hi, I'm Sunny Ozell, and I am passionate about English medieval churches. They're not just a record of the church in this country, but they're also a record of the lives of the individual parishioners. They're this living, breathing time capsule of human life over the centuries, and they're a really important part of the historical fabric. And I have a rare opportunity to make some music in them today.
And I have always known that I didn't have the fight.
We're in Bloxham at St. Mary's, and it's this incredible Gothic fantasy of medieval English carving. This spire you can see for miles around, and it's covered in fantasies of gargoyles and ballflowers and fantastical beasts, and this corbel table here, it's covered in animals and narratives and foliates. And if we come around this way, there's this beautiful window of the apocalypse. I love how contained the narrative of this design is. Iconographically, it's speaking about the end of the world, but it's a spiral happening over and over and over again. And Christ is at the center, so he's the fulcrum of this narrative. And the four evangelists, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, surround him and have been spinning around him for 700 years.
Take the black, leave you fools behind. I ain't never coming back. Say a prayer if you need, and follow the water downstream.
This is the western door, and above this doorway is an incredible narrative. It's a doom narrative. Christ sitting in judgment at the top of that archway, and to his right is the saved. They're emerging out of their crypts to be resurrected into heaven for eternity. And to his left are the damned, and they're getting devoured by this hell mouth. And then sitting around the archway are the 12 apostles. A doom narrative like this is instructive. It reminds the medieval mind, you've got two choices. You can either be saved or damned. And it's something to remember when you're walking into church.
And that to me is what his lifetime here was worth.
So this is a great view of three distinct eras of English ecclesiastical architecture. This first one here, this round, solid thing, is a Norman column, a classic Norman column from, say, somewhere after the Norman Conquest, like 1120, 1150. The second one there is early English Gothic, so maybe 1280, 1320, somewhere in that neighborhood. Then behind it, further still, is the linear, the perpendicular Gothic, the elegant and technically more advanced, maybe 1450 onwards.